succession of Carly aging in most of my pictures. And that's the only way you can really tell, to be honest. If something else is in the picture that actually ages, such as our children, very distinct.
I don't really remember like what age I was, but I remember just thinking that it was a little weird that she was older than me, but not growing. My parents explained it to me. She can't grow. She is like one of the only people in the world, and how she's so special.
Carly is close to her older sister and has devised ways to keep her entertained.
Honestly, I do not know why she likes this. It somewhat makes her giggles.
From 1 to 4, Brooke changed. She got a little bit bigger, but at 4 to 5, she stopped. We still thought that there would be hope.
I would think as a parent, you probably never completely give up the idea that maybe it'll happen either spontaneously or because genetically you might be able to do something. It slowly became more evident to everybody that she really wasn't going to do much growing.
Doctors finally told the Greenbergs that they had exhausted all avenues, and there was nothing they could do for Brooke. She would remain the size of a 7-month-old baby and would be developmentally delayed.
It changed us. I mean, we now have the situation we're going to live with a handicapped child. We had no idea how severe her handicaps were. I mean, she's a loving, loving child. There's just no two ways about that. Is she going to drive a car and play on the lacrosse team or the hockey team? No. That also is very hard for us to deal with.
Facing a future with a disabled child is challenging, and parents face difficult choices.
They would never put Brooke away. I think my children are exceptional, and they just wouldn't do that. If she was in an institution, I'm convinced she would not be alive today because she wouldn't get the love or she wouldn't get the care like my children do.
She's always had her sisters and her parents to help her out. She relies on us for her daily needs and her care as her advocates, and putting her away, that would just do it for her. She thrives on the love that we give her.
I know that you girls can intertwine with your books. You can mix and match.
No, they can't. No! They have to use their own books.
The Greenbergs accepted that Brooke would never grow, would never be like her sisters or like any other child. It was her uniqueness that fascinated Dr. Richard Walker, a retired professor at the University of South Florida and the director of the Society for Applied Research in Aging.
There's nothing that I've ever seen in my life like Brooke. When I saw her, I saw someone who had suffered a mutation in the developmental program. It sort of hit me like a thunderbolt. This is an individual who has a marker for the developmental gene.
The developmental gene that Dr. Walker has been looking for all his career is the gene that controls aging. Dr. Maxine Sutcliffe at Florida's All Children's Hospital worked with Dr. Walker, testing Brooke's DNA, looking for abnormalities in order to identify Brooke's anti-aging gene.
So this scan represents her entire genome.
Yes, this is the main line here, and what we would expect if there was an abnormality, there would be several of these little clones, little dots, above that line, and if there was loss of material, there would be several of them below that line.
So there hasn't been anything different here in the array from what we've seen before.
If I were to take any 16-year-old little girl's DNA, this is the profile that I would get. This is what I would expect to see because it's normal.
It's quite interesting when you have a person who you're evaluating, who you're examining, who's clearly not normal, but the more you study her, the more you evaluate her genome, the more the answer keeps coming back, she's normal.
With the surprising result that Brooke's DNA suggested she was normal, Dr. Walker realized there would be a need for more in-depth research.
We're going to have to compare every gene with Brooke's gene. And then ultimately, there will be found some of Brooke's genes that are not the same as the normal. And that will then be the home run. That's where the success will come.
As Dr. Walker attempts to unlock Brooke's unique genetic secret, parents Howard and Melanie focus on daily life with Brooke.
I just learned. It's been 16 years of on-the-job training, giving her medicines, knowing when she's sick, the right amount, how to clean everything, how to take care of all the medical supplies. You learn, you know. We just take each day as it is.
The key with Brooke is we don't know what tomorrow brings. With normal kids, you know they're going to wake up, they're going to go to school, they're going to run outside and play. I think that's the mystery of living with Brooke. Tomorrow, is she going to wake up?
Brooke's biggest medical crisis would see her face death.
She had 48 hours to live, and then she would have slipped away. We thought we were going to bury our child.
The Greenberg family live in suburban Baltimore. Howard works for a food sales company.
I'm in outside sales. Baltimore County's my territory. And I'm responsible for making sure the customers are happy.
The Greenberg's third daughter, Brooke, suffers from a mysterious syndrome where she doesn't grow.
I'm very fortunate that the company I work for is very educated about Brooke. If something does happen and I do have to take off a couple days, there's never any questions asked. The importance of my job to keep my family going is like any other guy.
Hey, Bill. How you doing, Howie?
For the Greenberg daughters, life has revolved around Brooke and her needs.
I think that I did have a fairly normal childhood. I'm also the oldest child, so I just kind of had to grow up a little bit faster than other kids my age because they didn't have like the responsibilities that I would have. I've learned how to give her medicines and all that kind of stuff, and I think I'm more aware to knowing like when she doesn't feel well, and I'm more alert for those kinds of things.
With no speech ability, Brooke relies on her family to interpret her moods and feelings.
When she's not happy, she starts crying like hysterically, or she bangs her head like she just did, or shakes her head no a lot and moves her hands. And she's happy when she giggles a lot.